We are live. Welcome, welcome everyone to this, let's say, June MetaMask community call, even if it's like 1 week postponed from our last months. How are you today, Yash?
I'm doing great. It's been like 4, 5 months since I've been on a community call after my consecutive 5 months of being on community calls. So it's interesting of how much things have changed so far. First of all, we are 1 week late. Okay, it's fine. I guess we have so many things to cover. 1 week is maybe compensating for it, I believe.
Oh yes. And I see you upgraded your stack with the new mic. This is amazing. I think I need to get this level of professionalism here. Amazing, amazing. No, excited. I think like everybody's kind of like fine tuning. Thanks so much. Also, we postponed because we had really good updates. We ran in the meantime a lot of like different live streams, and we wanted to bring really like the most 1 hour full of context. And I think like this 1 hour is all about embedded wallet, right, Yash? Are we excited?
Exactly. Like I love it because we have been building for the last few months so many things. We have been making so many changes in the entire developer stack of MetaMask as well. And this is the perfect time to showcase new things. And I'm really excited for what's coming today.
Nice. Yeah, a lot of people noticed, right? Not just on the MetaMask docs, but also on the new releases. So let's kind of unpack what are we talking about today. So we'll do a quick intro, and I think Yashi will take over a bit, talk about V11, why so special, what happened under the hood in the past kind of like months, and kind of like what are the work streams that happened during these kind of like months, and then we bring in kind of like on stage, let's say top caliber in the team, right? We will have both Ani and Elisha to speak about. I don't want to kind of like bias too much the conversation here. I'm excited on both Fireside Chat with Ani and Elisha, and then both with Chai and Ayush. And then we will close up with some of the MetaMask Connect updates from Shabazz. So, Yash, I think you're a bit kind of biased here. Obviously, you like embedded wallet a lot, but what will be your favorite session? I'm always asking this before and after.
Honestly, I'm really looking forward to the fireside chats. And we have some fun questions planned with Chai in terms of what's happening in the engineering side with the AI stuff coming on. So I'm looking forward to that. However, I'm really looking forward to the MetaMask Connect updates as well because one of the major updates in embedded wallets is the integration of MetaMask Connect. So that actually is a very good position to be in general terms of integrations.
Nice, agree. Yeah, I'm excited. I think like having this also fireside chat, giving like some dynamic conversation, not just we kind of ask a spicy question and put people on the spot, but I think also for the people listening, you're in the chat, you also like should ask question, right? And I think this is the most important part of this MetaMask community call that everybody want to be and can be involved. You cannot just shout out, but also like really like ask question and kind of like. If you have doubt, please raise it, right? Like the goal of this call is really kind of like to give a platform to everyone to share things and kind of like update everyone on what's happening. So again, this was kind of like a quick housekeeping goal here. On the right side, you have your chat. Feel free. We're restreaming like on different kind of platforms. So whenever and wherever you are and you're fine tuning from, feel free to ask question in the chat directly. And yeah, and we are
One
kind of
major
like
thing before that, Francesco, I would like everybody to tell us where they're streaming from. We need to see what's the reach coming over right now and where people coming from. I'm coming from India right now. We have a lot of people coming from Dubai, Singapore. Where are you right now, Francesco?
I'm right now in Switzerland, so it will be very
Switzerland.
exciting to
Ah,
see.
nice.
Let's see if there are some flags. I think we did that last time, and there were like
Mhm.
different flags. A lot of like also like people from different countries was very exciting to see.
Yeah,
Awesome,
definitely.
awesome. Okay, sounds good. Yeah. So again, like feel free to use the chat. Please also like yeah, respond wherever you're fine tuning from. It could be a flag, could be a region, could be where are you from, where are you seeing this community call. And again, like we are not just available on this call. After we'll also respond to any question, both on Builder app, both on the Telegram group, and we're restreaming this on different channel, and we share also different links And very cool to hear Alchemist. I think like I saw you in a lot of those live coding session streaming from Nigeria, or Shida from Dubai. You mentioned well, yeah, so like a lot of people also like from Dubai. Oh, nice. Code protocol. Nice, nice, nice. Yeah, very cool to see also where people are fine tuning from. Okay, sounds good. And again, like those calls are happening every month. Really, the goal is really like not just to kind of like to tell people what we've been shipping, but also like to show, to kind of like demonstrate, bring also different ecosystem partners that are joining this movement with us. And the goal also like to show who are the strongest builder in the ecosystem, who are the winners of some dev cook-off, of some hackathon, of kind of like some grants, and bringing them in the live stream to show what they're building. And the goal is to do it consistently, right? You always see, I mean, apart this call here, you always see this is happening every month. And also, like you will see different guests that we're trying to invite to kind of like deep dive on specific topic. This could happen on embedded wallet, could be happening on smart accounts, kits, could be happening on Connect. We also like spoke about perps. We spoke about different things. There is one big update coming next week, so we cannot kind of like tell, but please stay tuned on both on social. If you're coming to New York, we have also have a cool builder night during GiftConf. And yeah, I would say let's do it. I think Yash, you've been in a lot of like those community calls, so you know the drill a bit,
Hmm.
huh?
Yeah,
Nice.
definitely. And I already see you're hinting towards something major what we are building towards. So let's see what how it goes in the further sections as well, because we'll be talking about some things over there.
I'm excited. I'm excited. Okay, sounds good. I think some of the highlights here is that I think like you kind of like put some flags out there, and some community builder nights happen in Oslo, your region. For example, this week we had four plus community builder nights happening in different regions of the world. Basically, those are community builder nights being run by MetaMask ambassadors. So if you are also like want to be a MetaMask ambassador or advocate for a specific topic, it doesn't need to be just developer, could be everything. Onboarding more people, more passionate people into the ecosystem, you are kind of like the right person. So feel free to join this kind of movement. There is a lot of those ambassadors all around the world organizing those community builder nights. And we've been running this for now a while, and it's great to see also like this movement kind of being built. So as we mentioned, big announcement in New York next week. We also like having a builder night where we actually having a specific demo from a specific team. I don't want to kind of like mention names here, and yeah, and then we finish up last week and yesterday also like with a live stream with Venice AI, a partner of the latest MetaMask Dev Cook-Off. This MetaMask Dev Cook-Off is 1 month long and is leveraging different tech stack like one-shot API, Venice AI, and Smart Account Kit. And I think the excitement here is that we have a little bit less than 10 days to go. This is 1 month, 1 month long, and yeah, if you're building, if you're a founder, you can extend the functionality. You still have time to actually submit or build something or just ask a question. Yes, I think we're good to go. You've been Yash in some of those
Awesome.
builder night, right?
Yeah, definitely. I would love to be in some of those builder nights. I'll make sure that I join the nearest community builder night for sure this time. I
Nice.
guess we are organizing one in Dubai very soon as well. So maybe
Mhm.
in that. And yeah, MetaMask Dev Cook-Offs. I have organized a couple of them till now, and the fantastic applications I've seen so far, like some are really production level applications that have actually gone out there and they're insanely good. And I'm looking forward to Smart Accounts one because I guess they are launching something related to X402 and stuff like that, which is insanely good. So I would love to see it.
Nice, nice. I like here the comment from Shabazz here that actually will present. He's from our team, from Devrel, and excited. So many flags, and yeah, even like with the position, where are you and where are you going? So excited. Awesome, awesome. So we're just getting started here. We just intro a bit what we're talking about. This call is all about embedded wallets, and we will finish up on Connect. And I would say, what should we do, Yash? Let's get started. And here we are. I will give you like the floor. I know.
I guess. Oh. I guess there was some technical glitch. I'm not sure on my end or whatever. But let's start with embedded wallets. I'm so excited about the V11 release. So we have released a new SDK V11 for the web, and we have majorly updated a lot of our mobile SDKs at the same time as well. And the major things that are coming over. First of all, if you don't know embedded wallets, it's a very easy way for you to just embed or just integrate a wallet within your application. So maybe I can see show you a small like demo of how it actually looks like on your screen, because now I think it might be really cool to see that. So on my screen right now, um, let it just showcase over there. Okay, I'm not able to see the screen over here, but anyway, I'll just go forward. And if you see this embedded wallet, what do I mean by that? So, for example, a standard wallet, a standard MetaMask wallet looks like this, right? It is embedded within your browser by default, and any person coming in can actually utilize the MetaMask wallet and log in into any application. But for the people who don't have a wallet, for example, my mom, like she's not a crypto native and she might not have a wallet, in that case, what she'll prefer? A Google login and things like that, right? So, what we enable using this is the wallet is directly on the dApp itself, and somebody can just log in and actually utilize this application within on how they are natively used to. And one of the major things what you have also added in V11 is, for example, you are testing out a dApp. You just did a Google login by default and you just got in. Later on, you think, oh no, I need to add my MetaMask wallet to actually utilize something. You can link that wallet just right here itself. And then you can switch between those wallets dynamically, right? So those are the interesting features. We have added smart account features that actually work natively. And one of the coolest thing is now everything has a new home. Everything has a new home called the MetaMask Developer Dashboard. Every single thing down the lane from MetaMask Developer will be inside of this dashboard. So right now, this dashboard can help you configure everything for embedded wallets. You can just create your own project. You can utilize it to white label your own project according to how your actual application looks like. For example, the demo I was showing over here is right here, and I can just configure how it looks like in the real time as well, just from here. If I save it, it'll just look like that. So alongside that, we have released 7702 permissions, and that you will see very soon in the dashboard as well. And you can just right now using code just make permissions like how to utilize your MetaMask wallet to fund your EOA wallet or whatever you create, a embedded wallet particularly on the front end itself. And also you have support for Solana Kit. This is one of the major things. I've been working with the Solana team recently, and Solana Kit and the new hooks are so good. I was just updating all the applications end to end, and the quality of integration now is much much better. I was able to do a lot of transactions very seamlessly. Interesting features on top of that are role based account access. So for example, you are owning an application and you have multiple people logging in via different things. On the back end, you can gate particular features on particular things what you want people to access. A very good example might be uh, like you are launching your own token or something and you want to reward people, right? Then they can actually add different wallets, they can add different accounts, and that way they are getting more access based on their particular domain, email, or wallet. And you can also block bad actors as well for different domains as well. And much more things are there inside of it. We'll be talking to Annie, we'll be talking to Chai, everybody from the Embedded Wallets team. I can go in depth about a lot of things, but I would like to like ask them about a few things over here as well. So let's move forward.
Say, let's bring them over. Awesome. So let's do it. Let's bring Annie and Chai on the stream.
So let's bring Annie and Elisha first on the stream. We'll talk about all the different things related to Embedded Wallets product side. So Hey, Lasha. Hey, Annie. How's it going?
Hello,
Hello.
hello. Hi, it's good. How's it
Welcome,
going?
welcome.
Awesome. So, I guess you both are joining from Singapore right now. And is it very late for there? Like, it's around 10 or 11, right? Thanks a lot for joining from that late. So, the thing we wanted to talk about today is V11. We're really excited about the V11. And with V11, there are multiple things that are going on at once, right? So I would love to know your experience, Annie. How did you come up with the whole idea of the different features, and how did you make sure that the team actually is scoped to the perfect amount of time in like these many like months?
Yeah, so I think for V11, right, what we've done is I think one part is we've taken a lot of like foundational fixes, the things from to improve our performance and reliability, right? And a lot of uh, things are invisible, but really important to kind of get it right. The other part, which is also a very critical part, is when we're looking at what we build, we are really thinking about what is it that our customers want, what is it that the users want, and that really drives our decisions on what we decide to build and what we prioritize. Uh, yeah, and I think, for instance, like the we've also included, like you mentioned, the role-based access control. So that's a request that we got feedback from some of our customers who want to do like closed beta launches, or they want to have some admin access for certain actions or things like that. So and that's why we would prioritize it based on that. And yeah, that's really a important driver for what we decide to build. I think in terms of the timeline, it's always like a bit of a push and pull, right? Finding a
Right.
balance. But I think we do have a lot of push and pull on what we include or not. At the end of the day, it really comes down to what would make the most impact for our customers and and the end users. And I think we that's really how it comes down to.
Makes sense.
And the,
But one of the major things that happened this time is a major rebrand, right? From Web3 Auth, we went to the MetaMask Embedded Wallets. Elisha, you have been talking to a lot of people. You have been leading the rebranding a lot as well. Like, how is it now when we reach out to people and talk about MetaMask Embedded Wallets?
So I'd say it's a relatively new brand, especially when we're talking about MetaMask embedded wallets, MetaMask developer. A lot of clients they still refer to us as Web3Auth, even on our in our recent calls. So that takes a little bit of adjustment, but just being part of the greater MetaMask brand, we've got a lot more resources. We've got a lot more of engineers who are able to work on the product and push this technology a lot further. So very happy to be part of the MetaMask team. And also very happy to speak to the other developers here.
Definitely.
it's very
And
cool. Oh no, I just want to
yeah,
say,
actually,
go for it, go for it, go for it.
I was going to ask you as well because you were the one who was always advocating for like a major developer product that actually encompasses everything else, and that has been our aim all towards while building this. So, like in general, what are the feedbacks you have received from developers integrating MetaMask?
So going to market is one of the key things that I think is one of our strengths here. People are able to get started on a dashboard and then go to market with a live product within a week or so. And this is especially useful, especially if you're like a startup or even a large enterprise where typically this kind of buying process might take several months. Evaluating our tech stack is quite simple. We have very comprehensive documentation. We are SOC 2 compliant. We comply with also other standards like GDPR. So, anything that you're concerned about when it comes to setting up a non-custodial wallet or even setting up like a Web2 or Web3 platform with a seamless user experience, I'm very happy with the product that we have built and launched, and happy to say that we have gone through a lot of like developer pain points to make sure that you are able to go to market as quickly as possible and at a very, very competitive rate. Not going to
Yeah.
name names here, but we are very competitive.
Love to hear that. You were
Like,
speaking something, Francesco, earlier. Yeah.
yeah, no, I was just saying because I mean, you segue on a unification, right? And I, of course, like we need to speak a bit about kind of like the new MetaMask developer dashboard. Everything kind of like merge and go to this new dashboard is kind of like the single entry point of access. I just want to understand from either you, Annie, or Elisha, kind of like what drove this kind of like decision in terms of like unification. And what does actually mean for the teams, for the company leveraging embedded wallet on their kind of integration side. I think it's a very, very cool decision, but yeah, maybe a bit biased.
So
You want to
from
start?
a yeah, so I can just say from
Everybody
the
try.
product side, I think from the product side, we've been part of MetaMask for more than a year now, and I think a lot of it was for a while. It was a bit segmented, it was confusing for a lot of developers, right? To kind of figure out what's where and who's where. So I think this, kind of unification really makes sense, and that everything is in one place and it's much clearer. In terms of like the embedded wallet stack or people who are already using the embedded wallets, I think pretty much like nothing really changes for them in like a product kind of sense, right? But we coming under this, the larger MetaMask brand, it obviously there it is, MetaMask is a very trusted, secure brand. So it really makes sense that we come under this brand as our team is already a part of it, right? And yeah, and I think that from that perspective of like having a better overall experience, I think is the first step to it. And I think as we move forward, we with all the other developer offerings, we work together to kind of bring it even better DevX the for all the developers there.
Yeah. Also,
Definitely.
to add on to that, MetaMask have been building a lot of tools for not just, I mean, a lot of tools for our main product for many, many years, and we are known within this industry to be one of the most secure and safe wallets out there. And even coming to unify all this within the developer dashboard or unified developer dashboard allows us a lot of areas for growth where we can potentially offer these kind of tools to other developers who are looking to build on top of our tech stack.
Definitely. While we are at it, while we are talking about the developer experience as well, one of the major things we have worked on helping new developers, new startups is the new starter program, right, Elisha? Would you like to talk a bit about it?
Yeah, so I'm happy to announce the MetaMask Embedded Wallet startup program. Any startup can apply. We're typically looking for companies who are very early stage in your funding. So if you're bootstrap, pre-seed, seed round, you haven't raised your Series A yet, we'd love to help you out with credits as well as some developer support, just so that you can get started and launch your product as quickly as possible with controlled overheads, so that you can just be focused on building and growing your user base without having that concern about fees and things like that.
And definitely with a lot of different AI features that we have added so far in terms of integration as well, you can just integrate very quickly. I was just trying it out today itself. I was just making a Scratch app. It took like 2 minutes and I did not have to code anything. So I was so happy that we have moved so forward with AI and vibe coding over here. And with greater limits, I can just try out and build an app very quickly as well. So while we are at it, while we have discussed a lot of things, V11 is covering a lot of different features like RBAC and things like that. We have already talked about it, Annie. What is coming next? What you are looking forward to next after this?
Yeah. I think right now it's very exciting. There's a lot of different, I think the industry has in the past few years moved really fast, and in the past year we did see some sort of consolidation. But at the same time, it's also maturing in terms of the features, and being from just solely onboarding to being much more, right? And onboarding of users to being, onboarding of machines and agents, and or creating wallets for machines, agents, or supporting in those kind of tradings is there. We've also moved forward with smart accounts, the permissions, some of the more advanced things that we can do with as dApps that dApps couldn't eventually offer to their users, right? So I think in the next step we will be working towards a lot of these kind of use cases, focused on what the the dApps would build for their users, right? And really making it much easier, improving that experience overall. Like you said, 2 minutes for a dApp. We want to have it 2 minutes for taking care of the infrastructure side for a lot of different use cases.
And I think, Yash, also this is a big shout out to you, right? Being pioneering a lot of docs specific work, right? For like a founder, wanna kind of like start building quickly. Also with embedded wallet, you have all the docs. They are also AI enabled, not just on the search, but also like taking directly on cloud. It's very powerful how also the docs specifically like being revamped during the past year.
And definitely, like there are dedicated skills and an MCP server that actually just fetches it live. So you don't need to think about those things now. We are in a very
Yes.
different world nowadays. Yeah.
Nice. I think
Awesome.
we're good. Go for it.
Perfect. Thanks a lot for joining in, Annie and Elisha. We had a really, really great conversation. Anything you want to add? And then we can actually move forward to the next segment as well.
I'm just going to drop the link with the host here to apply for the start program. So if you're keen on building with us, just feel free to apply.
Nice. I just share it.
Awesome. Make sure to apply.
Cool. Sounds good. I think we're ready to go with our next fireside chat with Chai and Ayush. Thank you so much, both Annie and Elisha. We'll probably have another like live stream on Embedded Wallet soon, and excited to bring you again on here to ask and respond kind of like questions and share a bit like what is the thinking about what is happening next. And let's do it. Let's do it. Awesome. Thanks, everyone.
Thank you for having us.
Awesome. Okay, cool. I think we're good to go now. Let's bring both Chai and Ayush on the live stream. Yash, I will toggle you off. It's a bit strange because you're all the time in those community calls. Awesome.
Yes. Ayush, today I'm taking over your co-host job, honestly.
Yeah, this is like my 4th call in the 2 weeks. We have been having like a lot of calls these days.
Yes,
oh wow, love it.
Hopefully this is the most favorite one, right? Yeah.
The live coding one is the favorite one.
I know.
Do you actually do live coding? That's actually a good question, because after I've become a like vibe coder, I'm not actually doing it. It's actually a question directed to Chai as well.
I just tell my agent what to do.
Exactly.
I'm just kidding.
It's a live coding session,
thought about
right?
it. Okay. I actually thought about it. The buck moved, honestly. Previously the bottleneck was like in order to do certain tasks in a sprint, you had to assign devs, you had to plan the capacity and then see how much you can do in a particular sprint, and then you kind of scope the work accordingly. But then now writing code is not the bottleneck anymore. Okay, it's so easy to just dump code, but the bottleneck is at reviewing it, making sure it works correctly, making sure it's secure, making sure everything fits in with the correct business logic and all. Okay, that's where the new bottleneck is, and that's where we spend most of our time now. Okay, it's a massive vibe shift which happened very fast, honestly. Last few months.
Do you see a lot of like slop PRs happening right now?
Absolutely. Okay, in the first few days of when the models were not that good, okay, there was so much slop generated. Okay, but As an EM, the main job is to control the slop and make sure that we still ship very high quality code at MetaMask, right? Yeah.
Nice, nice, nice.
Right.
We should change our
But
title. Slop reviewers. Yeah. I'll go for it, Yash.
Yeah, yeah.
But basically, when you have multiple things running at once, like 4 different tracks running at once for a single product, even, right? It becomes very difficult as an engineering manager to think about it, because how will you actually take that code together? One of the biggest issues when I wipe code nowadays is I'm not able to segregate the code into multiple PRs and multiple features how I used to scope when I was writing the code myself, because everything
Mhm.
is so fast. So how do you do
Yeah.
that?
Okay. So I can talk about V11 first, okay, in the context, and I can give the example based on how we did it for V11, right? So V11 usually looks like one big release, right? Okay, but honestly, it was like 4 different tracks which were running in parallel. The first was the foundational stack cleanup, and as you know, in case of V11, we ripped out buffer, process, elliptic, and BNJS. So all of these legacy libraries which were crippling the ecosystem for so long. Yeah, we kind of removed everything. We replaced everything with a modern VM stack and not having any of the Node.js dependencies. Okay, we also removed Solana Web3 and moved to Solana Kit. We replaced the gRPC engine, which was legacy, with a V2 version, which doesn't have any Node.js dependencies as such. And we tried to land all of this behind one single stable public API. Okay, so the net goal here was that dApps are one smaller bundle and nothing else. Okay, all of the complexity for this was completely hidden. dApps don't need to do any extra work, but then at the end, what they see is that oh, I don't need to polyfill anything. You know, the second track was about the SDK features. So we added a bunch of new features with V11. If you asked me last year, I would have said, V10 was the biggest release we ever shipped. Okay. But now I would say again, V11 is the biggest release we ever shipped. Okay. Is it
We'll say the same with V12.
sounding like Apple now? Yeah. No, we shipped so many features like the multi-wallet linking, the connection rework, 770 to support, 579 to support, the consent screen, updating the MetaMask SDK to MetaMask Connect, and the modal widget rewrite and RBAC. Okay, yeah, this is just the top level of features which we list for marketing. Okay, and there's so much more which goes on behind the scenes. Yeah, it's just crazy. Okay, and to be honest, I would say a lot of the development effort for V11 was possible, or was possible in the timeline that we did, was also with the help of AI. Honestly, yeah. And
How
in
would
terms of
you?
the in
Yeah,
terms of the
like
third track was the developer dashboard track. Okay, we had like a complete near total overhaul. We rebranded to the MetaMask design system, migrating everything under the MetaMask developer domain. We have now new user management UI, policies, RBAC, etc. Okay. We also stripped down like bunch of unused logins, right? Yeah. People are still
Yeah.
not using WeChat login on the dashboard. Okay. Come on. Yeah. The last was the backend consolidation. We kind of collapsed around 4 different backend services into a new Citadel server. This helped with improving the speed that the user perceives by around 25%. We really measured it. Okay, so it was around 25% increment in the speed. So it was like really crazy. The performance and efficiency gains that we got from this, and also we actually have better insights on how people are using the product because of this, and how people are using external wallets as well. Okay, yeah. How you don't drown? That was the main question that you asked, right? Okay, so each track kind of has its own epic owner. We kind of ship everything into like multiple individual revertible PRs. Okay, like for example, the modal rework, we split it down into 4 different PRs, and then we kept it. We made sure that each of them can be reverted easily if something breaks. We also had like a V10 stable branch. We were syncing constantly back and forth if we were releasing something new for V10. Yeah, and at the end of it, we kind of ran a dedicated hardening epic where we squashed around 35 plus bugs. uh, which were really crazy ones. Okay, random edge cases which we found when this kind of thing happens when you merge so much code all at once, right? Sometimes things break the compatibility with each other. So yeah, those are some things we did. And the release date is not something when features land, obviously, but it's when the bug list becomes zero. Yeah, that's what I
Exactly,
would say.
exactly.
Nice. And how do you like use like AI like apart from the coding, right? I see like there are like other use cases as well, and I feel like you already use it like for the Jira point, story point assignments, for creating your
Yes.
ADRs, and also for the designing one. And I think like we
Yes.
never discuss like all this like things that help us like do like achieve work
Mhm.
faster apart from the coding stuff.
Absolutely, absolutely. So, one thing that I would say, the management at Consensus has been really supportive in terms of our AI adoption, and they have given us really good budget. I've talked to some of the industry peers, and the budget we get at Consensus is like much higher, I would say, and it's really good. And to be honest, this has helped us ship things really fast. Okay, so we use AI at almost every stage, and we don't want to like so the core philosophy in our team is not to just generate slop, it's to use AI as your assistant. Okay, I don't want to use the term co-pilot. Okay, but
Best
but
friend,
as
come
an
on.
Best friend is a good
but
one.
as an assistant. Okay, so you want to at the end of the day, humans should review and then edit the output. But we use AI at different phases. The first is in terms of planning a task, scoping out a task. We use it there. Okay, we try to generate design docs. We try to generate how to scope the entire task and split it into multiple stories, the Jira tasks and everything. And then each Jira story can be directly fed into a model, and then it can actually try to you can actually try to execute it, and then create a PR, and we kind of use AI for reviews as well. So we are part of this Codex program and everything. So we do kind of three model reviews on every PR. So in order to ensure the security is still there, okay, because MetaMask
It's
is
like
just
slop reviewing slop.
Oh,
no. It's about see. There are some things which AI catches better than us, right? For example, you don't want to spend time reviewing syntax errors. You don't want to spend time reviewing things which can be solved by a basic model. Okay, at my job level, I would say I try to focus more on the business logic and how this particular PR integrates well into the rest of the stack. Okay, so does it break anything, the rest of the features? Because AI has only limited context, right? So
The
I
that's
also
most
how
funny
we
like
thing
that.
that
move the
happens.
focus. Hmm?
Yeah, go ahead, Francesco.
Just say that I really like that the breakdown of the PR in different kind of like pieces and doing the review, right? But I also want to say, like in this, V11, we have the full kind of like developer abstraction, right? Through 7702 and permission. Kind of like, do you want to mention, and this is also for you, Ayush, I know you are a big 7702, like how actually this abstraction to from developer look like and why this matters so much?
Chad, you want to take it or?
You can start.
Yeah, so I think like it's a big upgrade because with the 7702 like you can like do all of kind of batch transactions. So like earlier the flows were like you need to first approve and then do the swaps. So all kind of like complex things you need to do like multiple transactions. And if like there is a confirmation screen, you had to like do multiple confirmation. All of this can be done via like a single one, right? And and apart of the permissions as well. So if you are now using the V11 with like 7.02, you can also now like do the permission sharings. That means that whatever we are able to do with the MetaMask Smart Accounts Kit is now directly also powered in like Web3 Auth and available to developers to use.
I'm most excited about that actually, and we are rolling out certain dashboard features which let you automate that. And Chai, would you like to talk about that particularly on how you're actually thinking about these things when you're planning with the smart account, when you're planning to play with the smart account kit in general?
Right. Um, so We have been brainstorming with the Smart Accounts team about this, for the past few weeks, honestly. And the capabilities which can be done with this is like boundless, honestly, right? As you know, it's like a Swiss Army knife. It's up to the user on how you can use it, right? But that itself sometimes makes the user feel daunted about. So makes it daunting for the user in order to be able to use it effectively. Okay, so what we're trying to do is trying to simplify and create molds for them. Okay, so one example would be about subscriptions. Okay, so you can create a subscription engine very easily using the Samsung on-chain permissions. Okay, so that let's say a user can withdraw money from, sorry, a DApp can withdraw money from a user's account every month. And this withdrawal can be enforced on chain super easily using the Samsung permissions. So and in order to build this entire thing, it's quite complicated, and there's some code here that needs to be done on the DApp side, some on the user side, etc. We are trying to ship plugins and hooks which can make this entire process very easy. Okay, so any DApp can basically kind of start charging subscription fees to the user super easily. Okay, with this,
That sounds awesome. And these custom plugins can actually be integrated very easily by one click, and that is the most interesting part about the whole thing.
yeah.
So
I,
while in this, yeah, you were saying, Ayush, yeah.
I just have like the question on the same topic. Like I wanted to ask Chai, does 7702 goes via the user operation path, or does it go via the Sentinel part that we have usually with
Uh,
the normal RPC calls?
Yeah, right now the Samsung 02 in V11 goes through the 7821, okay, uh, which is the normal RPC calls bundle transactions. Uses 7821 encoding. Yeah.
Nice. And that basically saves you a lot of gas fees as well compared to other competitors out there.
Yes, correct. Yeah.
That's
A
awesome.
lot of honestly, as part of this project, right, we are trying to bring all the cool tech which is used inside MetaMask extension to the developer platform. Okay, it's really
Yeah,
great.
that's basically the theory about our developer offering as well, right? Every single thing what we are actually giving out is what we have battle tested internally a lot of times. But at the same time, this industry is fairly new. I've been in the industry with Web3 only for 4 years, and before that, I was there for like years in this industry. So you have seen Web3 grow from scratch. We have come a long way. We have optimized a lot of things. AI has done a lot of things for us as well. But what do you think are the hiccups that are still present in this industry?
So I would say, obviously there are some many minor ones. Okay, the first is like, the polyfill issue. It was still there till, I would say, last year and this year. The industry is slowly moving away from it in terms of the tech hiccups. Okay, the wallet connection on mobile is super flaky, as you guys know. Okay, have you ever really made transactions using that? Okay, like it keeps failing. Okay, we tried to fix that using V11. Okay, so we switched away from Wallet Connect to pair with your MetaMask extension, MetaMask Mobile, by using the new MetaMask Connect SDK. Okay, so that's something which has really improved the connection performance even in our local testing as well. So that's something refreshing. Yeah, and most SDKs or most dApps try to use the wallet address as the user, okay, which kind of falls apart if the user has like more than one wallet, okay, because technically a user has actually n number of wallets. Okay, most people in the crypto, they don't have just one wallet, right? So with V11, we kind of allowing you to link things, okay, to solve this problem, so that in a dApp you have a social login user, and then you also see all their external wallet logins like MetaMask login and everything at one place. So it kind of builds a user profile for your app, okay, because you want to know who your user is, right? Okay, that's the pain point we are trying to solve as well. Okay, and the next issue which kind of still exists is the chain switching. It's one of the most irritating things, and EVM and Solana never work nicely together.
I totally agree with that.
We're trying to make sure that should not be as much of a problem with V11, but obviously it's not a industry solved problem yet. People are still trying to work towards it. Chain abstraction and everything. All of these big topics at last DevCon, and they're still honestly open topics, as you know. So yeah, it's something which is solved. But whenever you see a good solution, it will be at MetaMask first.
What do you think about K25 in that way?
It's a good protocol, okay, and MetaMask Connect SDK uses that, okay, but it kind of requires dApps to rewrite a bunch of things on their end, correct? Because Cape 25 basically means you need to, the Cape 25 again is the most lowest level SDK, okay, which helps you write all of that, okay, but then you need to build abstractions on top, the hooks which dApps can use. Okay, you need to have the Bagni layer, you need to have the Solana kit layer on top. Okay, that higher level layer stuff is still not 100% there yet to be used along with K25. Okay, so it's slowly coming. V11 is one of the first steps towards it, and MetaMask Connect is a great step towards it. Okay, so that's where we're moving now. Okay,
that's awesome, and definitely we will need more support from the whole community towards building this library even better. You were saying, Francisco?
No, I just want to say I'm definitely very proud on the Connect, the latest Connect integration. But in one kind of like one things, if you will need to be proud of this V11 ship Chai or Ayush, like what would be this kind of like to say, okay, this is the most kind of like proud things that make me as a future shipping V11.
Permissions.
Permissions?
I'll be biased.
A little bit biased, yeah. For me, it's definitely like Connect. For you, Chai?
I'd say the linking. Okay.
Linking. Nice. What about you?
I will personally say it is definitely the polyfills being gone. It was a personal nightmare for me for 4 years to get people to polyfill things. So I would prefer to say that.
Yeah.
Nice. Okay, sounds good. It was good. So what? How people can get actually on embedded wallet today? I think it's quite clear. Go to the dashboard. There is a full docs revamp. What are kind of like your favorite tutorial or guides, Yash, that you want to share? How people can get involved in this?
So the easiest way right now is to just go to the embedded wallets documentation and just choose the build with AI. As simple as that. So we have a section in the documentation which we'll be just sharing right now in the chat itself. And with that, you just need to download the skill, the Web3 auth skill that we call it, because the SDK name is Web3 auth. And as soon as you download it, you add the MCP server. You can just choose whatever platform you want. And it will just help you guide through the whole process of configuring on the dashboard as well and writing code for you. So your AI agent does all the work. Alongside that, the dashboard in itself, a lot of configuration visually you can actually see. The great work Chai and team have done is that I can just manually adjust things in production and see it live. So the dashboard is the next best place to go in that case.
So your agent can do the migration from V10 to V11.
Yes, the agent can do it itself. Yeah.
Everything. So why need humans at this point, right? Yeah.
To review code, as I said.
Awesome. Okay, sounds good. I mean, anything else that we're missing here that you want to share with everyone, Ayush and Chai? This was a pleasure to bring you on the stream.
We forgot to ask Chai, do you use plan mode or the agent mode? I think we're asking this question a lot in the live coding, vibe coding session. So which is your favorite one?
Okay, honestly, the answer changed. Okay, I used to use plan mode a lot 3 months ago. With 4.8, I'm starting to use more and more of agent mode directly. Okay.
But does the agent mode directly integrate? Sorry, go ahead.
I think agent mode takes a lot of context as well, a lot of tokens. What do you think?
It does, but it's faster.
I mean, who is talking? How many tokens have you burned? You might want to share that.
Oh yeah. Sorry.
I'm not sharing my cloud dashboard.
Sounds good. Okay, sounds good. So this is probably like a poll that we should run from the MetaMask account. Are you using plan mode or agent mode, or even from the MetaMask dev if the social media team is hearing us right now. Okay, sounds good. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Ayush. Eager also to bring you on in another like live stream and community call, maybe for V12, maybe a little bit earlier, and even like bringing some strong ecosystem partner on the stream to actually chat how was the migration and how was the experience and what they're doing with embedded wallet all together. Sounds good. I would say let's do it. I think thanks Shai, thanks Ayush, and we're moving to our next phase here. Let me untoggle. So exciting, this fireside chat. A lot of good spicy questions, Yash. So
Yeah.
really like happy about it.
I definitely love it. Like the way whole PR is arranged right now, how the way people actually think about coding a production level security project in the world of AI. It's a very different thing of what we are used to actually.
Yes, yes. And I think we shared a little bit everything, right? We shared all the docs, we shared the dashboard link. We obviously like think like people in the docs directly in literally in the first getting started. Also, they have the full demo is demo.web3.io. Community forum, obviously, you have the builder hub that you can actually ask question in terms of like migration. What are the top questions slash like bottleneck that you're always getting, Yash, just to give also like some hints to the people here asking.
Most of the initial questions are around different features and how to utilize them. Like definitely the new features like RBAC and things like that at front are daunting because you don't know how to actually allow users to do a particular task. So the best way is definitely you have the documentation, everything is written over there, and the dashboard is like one click solution for most of the things. But if you have any questions, just go and ask on the like builder hub as well, and your AI can answer a lot of questions using our skills as well, so that has helped. A general question I see is around wallet pre-generation, and if you have any questions around that, builder hub has great resources around it as well. What are the particular configuration you want? And it's one of the most asked different features as well, because you can just generate a wallet before somebody has logged in and just give them certain tokens or whatever. So these kind of questions regularly come up.
Nice, nice. Sounds good. Okay, sounds good. We have I think a couple of like minutes left. Let's bring also like Shabazz on stage. We kind of like spoke about how V11 was important, how was leveraging the latest Connect SDK. Welcome Shabazz. Thanks for also for like chatting your flags where you're going, where you are, and yeah, it's a pleasure to have you here.
It's pleasure. It's my. I would say like I was at the backstage and it was. It's quite pleasing to hear that like a lot of updates on the MetaMask Connect is already talked about from Yash and Chai, and especially you, Francesco, about like choosing MetaMask Connect as one of the feature highlight for the embedded wallets. Um, if for today, I have a couple of updates on the MetaMask Connect side. Is about I would like to share my screen just to walk through a couple of things that we did. And then I think I have two updates, not just on the MetaMask Connect side, but as a overall, how we have structured the overall documentation, because it's a team effort for all of us, Yash, Ayush, and me, maintaining this doc. And then I just want to cover one thing about the SEO that we were seeing and how the agentic score was. So we were at this. So this is AF doc score, which is done and hosted by the font team. We were at here. We were sad. We would like to fix it. And then we actually fixed it. So we fixed it to 100, which is like the highest score that we can get. So what this does is like what Yash was already saying about, and what you can already see from the docs itself, that like this doc is 100% compatible with the agents. Your agents, whoever it is, whichever framework it uses or the LLMs that you use, we have you covered for the whole docs and not just for the specific products, right? And if you can see, you can open any of these documentation pages to these LLMs, and if you want more, feel free to suggest it in our builder hub, that what Yash was talking about. So in this particular update, there are a few things that we went live, which is about The first and foremost is we got released with the V11, and it's a so long PR. If you can see, a lot of it's a team effort altogether releasing this thing, and this has the support for MetaMask Connect. So what this does for the Web3, it definitely, we were the ones, like the MetaMask was the highest one, which you can get it from the MetaMask, the Web3 auth modal, that people were selecting from. But previously it was using the MetaMask SDK, which has its own legacy issues about the connection state was not accurate. And I think I touched it multiple times in previous calls and live streams and community calls. But those issues were fixed with the MetaMask Connect. And I think with this update, we will see like the highest number of connection states, jumping in from the 70s or 80s to probably 90-95% of the the connection states. So this went live, and not just with Web3 Auth, we are also working with other dApp partners and dApp connectors. So a couple of them on the dApp connector side, I just want to highlight is that we went live with Web3 Onboard. This is another wallet aggregator that we went live with. This is Third Web dev, so this will be coming in the Third Web side as well very soon. Then we fixed the LeFi widget. We were able to migrate the previous SDK version to the MetaMask Connect version. And if you are aware of the LeFi widget, Jumper Exchange is one of the foremost connector. And this connector is powered by the LeFi widget. This currently has the MetaMask Connect support. So it went live. We went live with the Sky Money. We went live with the Kyber Swap. We did a live stream session on the Kyber Swap. The team was so amazing to present their view on like what the experience was. We went live with the the Curve Finance in the last couple of weeks, and then it's live with the latest version. We went live with the World of DPN. So there are so many dApps in the progress that are just adapting the latest MetaMask SDK, which has the better support. And because most of the dApp uses WAGMI, and we are yet to unlock the next wave of dApps, which is powered by the Rainbow Kit, which depends on the WAGMI. So hoping that they would go live with V3 WAGMI V3 very soon. So yeah, just reiterating on the latest of MetaMask Connect is that like when you have this advantage, like when you have this MetaMask SDK integrated to your dApp, so you get a support for all the MetaMask dApps, even if the MetaMask extension is not installed. For example, this is one of the coolest dApp, and this is also powered by one of the connectors. And if the MetaMask extension is installed, this is on Solana. This is using MetaMask Connect Solana. If it's detected, it just detects it here. And like if you go for an incognito mode, there's a bug on this as well. I already reported that to the team, but like it says non-detected. We are working on to fixing this. But when you click on it, it still has a QR code to scan it from the MetaMask mobile, or you can install it from the extension. So you don't lose this on any of the connections. For example, if you go with Jupiter Exchange on the Solana side, if the extension is installed, you will see this MetaMask over here. And if you want to capture and again retain the MetaMask wallet users, you should be upgrading this to MetaMask Connect Solana, because you don't have the support right here to be done. If you want this support to be integrated, visit our docs, go to the Solana section and have this guide integrated, use the wallet adapter. Feel free to do the heavy lifting if you want to do it yourself, but if not, just put this page to the cloud and then this just works out of the box. If not, just replace it with .md and you have every context here. You can give it to the, to your LLM just to get everything, integrated soon, faster.
Quick
I love the
overview of
.md
different
thing.
links. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I wanted to do fast. So yeah, if you guys have any question, happy to address this.
Just quite straightforward. I'm excited that obviously Connect is in the V11. So what is happening next for Connect itself? Like, why people should use Connect compared like other like open source library? What is your like kind of like suggestion when people are asking you?
So yeah, so I would say choose either of it. It doesn't matter for us because each of the connector libraries has the in-depth support for the MetaMask Connect. So if you want to have social login and wallet aggregator, use Web3 auth, like which has the support for MetaMask Connect, and there are more coming up, right? Like for example, if you see, if you just want the wallet aggregator, you can build your own through WAGMI, or wait for the Rainbow Kit to upgrade it to MetaMask Connect support. Or same goes for the Solana side. If you want to have MetaMask Connect support, you can do it directly, or use Solana Wallet Adapter, which has the built-in support for the MetaMask Connect. So either you choose directly if you want the custom experience for the MetaMask. If not, we are compatible with most of the wallet aggregators.
Nice.
Definitely.
Nice.
And if you want to utilize like multiple, like you want to have wallet aggregator of your own, Individual Wallet has that as well. Like if you just turn off the switches, we have a world class aggregator that we have built inside of MetaMask and that we utilize. So you can directly use that as well.
Nice. Sounds good. Awesome. Okay. Well, I mean, that's a big pleasure. I think like also we are coming here to an end. I think like again, MetaMask Dev Cook-Off, there is still a couple of weeks left. There is also time to not just submit, but also like ask question, leverage some of those tech stack from Smart Account Kits, Venice AI, and One Shot API. And I think, if you're actually like playing around, migrate from like, V10 to V11, just ask question in Builder Hub. Same if you're actually like playing out with Connect, you're actually building your own integration. If you're building any kind of like use case, any dApp, also like founders are also welcome if you're actually like moving and integrate. Am I missing something? What was your kind of like most interesting session here, Yash, or even Shabazz, that you were hearing us in terms of like fireside chat?
I love Chai's session. We talked about so many different things about shipping code, right, in the days of AI, and how like we are actually planning on different tech stack as well. What about you, Shabazz?
I love it, like in terms of like how we use on, and how the entire team uses AI to build it. I was the one from the the MetaMask Connect side to see the progress happening. And if one can see the release, they can see the number of contributors contributing to it. And even if you see these individual PRs, you'll see that like how even with the AI support, there is a lot of review needs to be done. So yeah, that was great. Great to see.
The PR slop. I think like I definitely got one new name here.
Yeah, I
Awesome.
wanted to jump in on one of the Cape Standard question when Chai was here, but I'll just readdress it the way the Web3 team has implemented it. So there is a future scope of like they have the MetaMask Connect multi-chain support inbuilt, but the way it's structured that like if you have multiple chains, it uses MetaMask Connect multi-chain. And then if you does not have that, it just uses the EVM layer or the Solana layer. I can't wait to see a lot of other dApps and wallet aggregators basically implement this, because this is one of the good standard that like we need support from the community, not just on the implementation side, but also on the as we were saying about the support, like as Chai was saying, that we need a compatible layer similar to what we have like in the EVM layer, like WAGMI style hooks, just to do most of the things very easily through the hooks. So yeah, just wanted to address those. Or I keep referring embedded wallets to Web3 Auth because of the previous name, and I used to be a Web3 Auth developer too. So yeah.
Yeah, and also the SDK name still is the same. The product name changes, and the essence of MetaMask has come over. So that's a major deal.
It is. Okay, sounds good. I mean, thanks everyone. I think we kind of like overview a little bit everything from the fireside chat, kind of like the deep dive on what's happening around Connect. And thanks everyone also like for fine tuning here to join. Thanks Yash for also co-hosting and all the people that make this live stream happening. And we probably see each other again like next month. So let's say at the end of this month, if this was actually like postponed. Until then, happy building. And for the people in New York, please come and say hi to everybody.
We have a
Oh,
huge
exactly.
announcement there. Definitely go and like check
Excited.
out the Builder Nights New York. I'm excited
Excited.
for it right now.
Awesome, awesome. Maybe we should start live streaming it. That would be interesting.
Yeah.
Awesome, awesome. Okay, sounds good.